Hello, Soul Family. I love you all and hope everyone's having a wonderful day here. Today I'm going to discuss the election energy portals that are opening up right now definitely within the United States. And to let you understand exactly what is happening during these election times and whatnot. Well, we know right off that they are trying to divide us on every aspect within life, whether it be race, sex, gender, religion, politics, you name it. That they're literally trying to divide us on every aspect that they can. During the election times, there's definitely a lot of energy that is being siphoned from you. And not only is the energy being drained from you when you get emotionally attached to these elections and to these politicians and such, but you also don't realize that whenever you vote, you are consenting to be under the rule of these people for the next 4 years. So when you actually go out and you vote for the lesser of two evils, when the choices are already rigged, and, well, truthfully, the election process is actually a selection process. We do not have anything to do with the actual elections. The reason that the elections are there are to give you the illusion of choice. You actually don't have a choice. The presidents are selected, and many, if not all of them, belong to a ancient bloodline. So democracy came about in Athenian Greece around the 5th century BC. And so we can see that these traditions that are being held here within the United States actually come from Greece. And back then, only the men within the civilization could actually vote. The women and children, their choice did not matter. And they would all come together in these big, like, auditorium things. And all of the men would vote on who was actually going to be able to be the leader of the time. But most people don't realize the occult significance of these elections. Think about that. These are rituals that are happening. Massive, massive rituals. And the elite or the controllers of this world are definitely siphoning your life force energy. Anytime that you allow yourself to get emotionally attached to one of these people, whether it be Trump, Biden, or any type of politician throughout time, when you allow yourself to become emotionally attached to these people, really believing that they are going to save the day, or that they're going to fix all the problems within the country, or they're even going to keep their promises, which they don't. 99% of the time, they completely drop off on many of the promises that they made. Look at the last election with Trump, swearing he was going to put the Clintons in jail for all of their crimes against children and the crimes in Benghazi and the email scandal. But what happened as soon as he got elected? Boom, dropped it immediately. Didn't want nothing to do with it. Said they're good people. But definitely whenever you become attached to these people emotionally, that's when the chaotic energy can run rampant in your life. So this is some chaos magic on a massive scale. They are getting you to attach your energy to one of these people, and no matter who ends up winning, they end up getting all of this energy. Because whether you pick Trump or whether you pick Biden, they are both two wings of the same bird. Truth. This whole two-party system where, you get to, like I said, choose the lesser of two evils is definitely a failed system. My opinion, I think that it should be like a raffle type thing where you get chosen like you do with jury duty to work for the government, and there's no way to, uh, I don't know. That probably wouldn't even work, honestly. Um, really, we need no leaders. The truth is, we should be our own leaders, and we should be doing things within our life that will show everyone around us how to live. When you live by example, people will definitely come to you looking for advice and such. When I really got heavy into my spiritual path and I was digging in deep, doing the shadow work, practicing magic and stuff like that, I had tons of people in my family say, "Dang, what are you doing? You've got clean off these drugs. Like, you're doing so much better in your life. You seem happier. You got a glow about you. There's just something different." And then when they hear that I'm practicing the occult and stuff, they immediately like, "Oh my gosh, like that's, because many of my family are Christians or Jewish, and many of them will be like freaking out that I'm practicing the occult and thinking that I'm some devil worshiper or something." But the truth is that the spiritual path and the path of the occult and practicing magic transformed my life, and it can be seen. And even though they don't have the same belief systems in me, many of my family members understand that this is a changed man, basically. He has literally completely turned his life around using magic, so they really can't hate on it. But don't allow yourselves to get attached to these elections and all this. I guarantee you, this election is going to be complete chaos in the streets. Whether Trump gets elected or whether Biden gets elected, there's going to be a lot of chaos. There's still people that haven't gone back to work yet, and they're just able to sit at home and do whatever they can, and living off of unemployment and shit. So they have free time, much free time. And with that free time, there's going to be many more riots and chaos in the streets, no matter who gets elected. Just make sure not to allow yourself to get vampirized by these elite that are siphoning the energy off of us. Um, get away from politics. It's definitely a big sham. And if you're walking a spiritual path of any sort and you're still allowing yourself to become emotionally attached to these politicians, you're definitely working against yourself for sure. Watching the news or being attached to these fake stage, basically the world's a stage. And if you're allowing yourself to become emotionally attached to different scenarios and stuff outside of yourself that you cannot control, you're literally depleting your energy. I think that'll be just about it. I love you all. I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. Peace.